Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my Boundless episodes. In this episode here, we're going to be looking into crafting a furnace. We're going to be looking into warping to our home beacon and hopefully a little bit more advanced resource generation, looking into the deeper end of the mines as well. The first thing that I'm doing here is to build a stone fire pit. It requires some stone. We have loads of that. I've been mining. And as you can see, I've also been gathering other types of resources in the game just by playing it around my base, keeping it pretty close to the base still. I still haven't managed to find any type of chest or anything else. I'm just using my crafting table as a chest for now. I have my fire pit, I just built it, and all I need to do now is to place it to complete the first objective in crafting a furnace. So I just need to put it somewhere within the beacon area, and I don't really know where a smart place is, but for now it's going right there next to my crafting table. Alright, so let's move on to the warp conduits, just because I kind of want to get this mission out of the way. Resource-wise, it's pretty cheap, 10 rocks and 10 trunks, and then we get these two warp conduits that we need to place in connection to each other, so in any way really, on top of each other or next to each other. And then we hit E to interact, select our home location, and we warp there. And I'm using all my coins for it. And yeah, that's just how it is really. I don't really need to do this now. It's obviously smarter to do when out traveling, but I wanted to get the mission away from the objective away from my quest log. So we have now warped to our home beacon, putting me on top of my hill. And I think it's because there is no room next to my beacon. It probably needs a bit more space. Oh, I can go again. I can go over and over and over for another 43 seconds. Amazing. I think I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to look into the next objectives here. Improve your beacon base. Alright, so place more blocks here and increase my beacon's prestige by adding items. Alright. And building a crafting furnace part 2. That sounds a bit more interesting. But both of them are pretty much easy pains. Bookmarking and sharing locations and the merchant's trade. Alright, so those are like social things that I am going to be looking into as well. But what I'm going to be doing, at least in this video here, is to do the building a crafting furnace part 2, and next part is to make a stone crucible and place it on top of the fire pit. So making a furnace is a 2-tier thing. You need 2 objects that need to be connected, and it's pretty easy pains and very cheap resource-wise to make these, so it's very doable. Kind of interesting though that it's going to be taking up 2 blocks in terms of space management, but I don't know how much area we're going to be getting as we level up. I feel like I have a decent amount of space right now, but I haven't really started looking into making an actual base. This is more like slapping things down. Alright, so we have it. We have our crucible on top of the fire pit, and now we need to add fuel. And 14 of these trunks give us heat 2. And I have no idea what heat 2 is, but I'm thinking I'm gonna learn. And we completed the objective, so that was really nice. We got some experience points. Let's add a new objective. What? Building a workbench. Yes, please. Alright, 4 pieces on that one. Alright, well, it's gonna happen. Let's go in here again and check out what we have. We have some raw meat that we can cook into cooked meat. So let's start the furnace up. And doing that consumes 1 heat apparently. So I think the heat indicator is the amount of things we can produce with the fuel we have added to it. That is my assumption right now. It may be completely wrong. If I'm completely wrong, then please do correct me. I've been making a bit of a small mine so far, just digging outside my plot area down there, assuming it's going to be filled up again when the world recreates itself every now and then. Gonna be making a torch, a basic torch, and a pretty cool thing about torches in this game here is that you can walk with them in your hand and they're gonna light up the entire area for you. You can also place them, but remember that if you place them outside your beacon area, they are gonna be removed by Mother Nature when it recreates itself, or by other players that are gonna be coming around and grabbing it. That's definitely an option. So as you can see, loads of light. Right now there is no light in my torch, but it's still there. It's just some kind of visual glitch. I'm down in my mine, and right now I'm mining soft coal seam. It gives me coal. It gives me like some kind of weak coal, I think, since it's called soft coal seam. I see this soft coal every now and then, not that common, and what I want to do now is compare the burn value of the coal with the wood trunks. I don't really know. I'm assuming coal is better, but based on my mining time so far, coal is pretty hard to come by compared to wood trunks. So even though wood may be worse, it might be faster, but let's see. 24, alright, so we get just about 1 heat for every 2 coal, and we need like 5+ tree trunks in order to get 1 heat. So coal in terms of the stash amount is a lot more efficient, but I mean, I can go out and grab myself 200 tree trunks just by chopping a tree right next to me, and getting 44 coal was a bit of that took some time, trust me. So I'm not sure if I should be saving up the coal for something else, or if I should just use it. But I have 5 skill points, and I'm gonna be grabbing those. I'm just gonna take the last one here in the core. It's a clan membership, so if you guys have a clan, or perhaps at some point I will have one, we can now be in a clan together, whatever that means in the game. If you guys know anything about it, please do tell me. I mean, by the time this is gonna be hitting YouTube, I should have been playing for a week or so, but I'm probably still missing out on loads of stuff, so be sure to add your info down there if you have learned or played the game and know all sorts of crazy cool things. Like, I'm probably gonna look into item crafting the next time around in terms of the skill tree. Right now I want to look into what the cooked meat does for me, and I'm assuming it's gonna heal up. I had 600 health, I'm down to 300, and I hope I'm gonna get 1,000 hit points for that. Alright, it says that I hit myself for 1,000 hit points, but yeah, I healed it up. And I only have 600, so it's a bit overkill, but I'm assuming I'll get a lot more life later in the game. And yeah, I'm still LokeHansen because I have no idea how to change my name. I read in the forum that it can't be done, so that's just really a bummer. But then I just have it splashing in my face all the time that I failed in typing my own name. Gonna go out here and see if I can like grab the plots below what I have here, or if I just testing, do I need to dig down, or is there some kind of automated function that will ask me, do you want the next tier? But there is nothing like that, so I'm just gonna expand outside my current base over here so that the pathway is mine, so that I can start thinking about putting down some stones or something to make it look I'm not going to be focusing that much on making it look nice for a great deal of time, but at some point I'm going to want to do that. Alright, and I have so much stuff. I'm just stashing it in my crafting table for now, making a few more torches, because I'm starting to light up my mine area, trying to remember to pick up these torches when I go out of the mine again, so they don't just disappear when I come back. You guys know what I mean. Alright, so fibrous leaf, picked that up the other day. And what else do I have of interesting things? I have starberries. Those can be cooked as well. I think they heal 400. Not much else I have discovered. Like, I don't know what to do with the bone yet, or the sap, or the leaves, but I'm thinking slowly but surely I'm gonna unlock new recipes or recipes or whatever I should call them that are going to allow me to use these different resources that I'm finding in the game, like the grass seed, for instance. What should I do with that? Do I want to plant grass with it, or can I make some kind of poison potion? I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Right now I'm just trying to figure out what I should keep in my inventory for going into the mine, now that I'm so restricted. And I'm just gonna craft a few additional crafting tables at some point so that I can use those as additional buffer, but I'm like waiting for my next skill up so that I can get more things to craft with the basic recipes. I'm really hoping for that. Finding loads of stuff down here, and one thing I can recommend is that you include a shovel when you go mine digging, at least in the part of the game I'm in now, because there is less sand and gravel down here, and mining is pretty slow in Boundless. I've seen in the character skill options you can upgrade this, you can increase your strength, and you can specialize in weapons, but bring a shovel because hammering the sand down is gonna really not make you happy. You can find other really cool things down here, and one of the things I wanted to show you guys is this one here. Oh yeah, it's a fossil, and I've just bashed it once. It's a fossil. I do not know what to do with it, if it's gonna give me some kind of oil or whoa, but we have a small fossil seam, and the idea in itself is amazing, so I don't know what to do with it, but I need to make room for that as well now in my inventory, which is like the main bomber, but yeah, it's gonna happen. Continuing down my mine here, and I'm finding this stuff. Ancient tech fragment seam. What the beep is that? I have no idea. Ancient tech fragment seam. It sounds amazing, and I'm assuming it has to do with some type of late game technology or something that I can use. Perhaps I'm digging like the completely wrong depth for my level, but I'm finding cool stuff, and I'm leveling up to level 9, so that is really, and 5 land plots this time. Wow, so I can really increase my base. What I'm looking for is iron, and that is because in order for me to make a workbench, I need iron. So I'm really trying to find iron, but I've been finding fossil, ancient tech stuff. I've been finding some coal that I can't dig out because my tool doesn't work for it. And now I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna select the item crafting because hopefully common machine recipes. Make common items with a machine. I think that is what I need to be doing. But before I can get my machine up and running my workbench, I need iron. And iron is just what we have here. Up there in the corner, that's silver, and I cannot bash it down. My tools don't work on silver, so I need a better tool in order to grab silver. On the left we have copper seam. I'm finding pretty high amounts of copper, to be honest, and I don't really have a machine up and running that I can use it for yet, or in or with or whatever. And the huge raisin looking kind of thing below that is iron. So I got my iron, and the last thing I'm gonna be doing in this video here before my voice goes completely crazy is to, once I've gathered these resources here, put them in my furnace and prepare for making myself a workbench, hopefully in the next episode. I haven't looked too much into it. I just saw that I needed iron, and then I was like, all right, I have to go mining until I find iron, and it's there now. So that is pretty cool. It's a bit of a bummer that I have the silver up there that I can't dig out, but I'm probably going to be finding more of that once I start needing it in the game. For now, I'm just pretty hyped about having iron, and hopefully just having this copper as well is going to be nice for at some point when I need it. And more coal, which is like a good thing because, well, I'm going to be smelting iron now, I hope anyway. I hope I don't need 1,000 heat for that or something really crazy. But so far mining, wow, I'm looking forward to upgrading my mining speed because it's pretty slow, especially when I'm hitting the iron and the copper. So with a little luck, my new iron hammer that I hope I'm going to be able to make once I have a workbench is going to make it a bit faster for me to do the mining, or perhaps I should be looking into upgrading my strength with my skill points. Alright, so heat, add some heat. 70 coal, soft coal gives me 32 heat, and oh yeah, we're gonna be doing it. So alright, smelting is fast, and we're getting those, they almost look like pills or something. That is copper, and we're gonna be smelting the iron as well. And in the next episode, guys, hopefully I'm gonna be using my newly found resources to make a workbench, and we're hopefully gonna be looking into using the workbench to make some improved tools and hopefully get to a new level in the game. For now, guys, thank you very much for watching.